So I wasn't actually originally, like, planning to do anything with this, but, yeah, this is something that I'm kind of interested in, and I just feel like there's some things about Knott's Giga that don't get addressed as much as they probably should, and I feel like people are just setting themselves up for disappointment by getting themselves, like, so hyped for this. But, like, for Knott's Giga, I'm not here to argue that, like, the plans are faked, because I really don't think that they are. I honestly think that they are real plans, or at least someone went through a lot of effort to troll the community, and if they did, my god, that would be, the funniest thing that's ever happened in this community, because it would be so funny just to have them troll everyone. But, yeah, I just think, like, there's one big problem that like one big thing that I feel like not enough people are addressing with this, and that's like the noise that it would create. I don't know if you guys have like been around Leviathan or Fury, but they make a lot of noise, like especially Leviathan, like here. Like, you can see how loud that is. Like, and Leviathan already had opposition when it was being built, and like after it was open, from like the residential areas that were several hundred meters away. Like they were the entire distance of the parking lot away, basically. Knott's Giga, the way that the place that it's supposed to be positioned in is pretty much right, like directly across the street from a large residential development. And not only that, it's right next to a nursing center and a church as well. Like, I know some people, they think, or like they say, oh yeah, I'd love to be right next to like a massive Giga coaster like that and waking up to the roars of it. No, you wouldn't. Like, so I've lived, like, pretty much right next to, like, a fairly big rail line, or I guess, like, fairly big for the area. But, like, there's a lot of trains that pass through here, probably every hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3 sometimes. And it can get annoying. And some people are like, oh yeah, you just get, like, tone deaf to it eventually, and you don't really notice it after a while. And yes, that is kind of true for trains that come by every, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. But then, like, that's not a Giga coaster directly next to it, which comes by every maybe 70 seconds and has a bunch of screaming people on it, too. And, like, I don't know, I just feel like not enough people are bringing that up, and, like, that's fine if they don't bring it up, but I feel like people are just setting themselves up for disappointment by getting way overly hyped for this, I think is the biggest thing, is that I think people are just getting too overly hyped, and that they're gonna just set themselves up for disappointment again by plans that were leaked, not even, like, Cedar Fair obviously didn't want this to be leaked. It's a leak, and putting their anticipation way too high on something that hasn't even been proposed yet, not being followed through on. And I don't know, I just think this isn't gonna happen, but that's just my 2 cents on all this. I could be completely wrong. Maybe every person in that massive residential area is just like, yeah, let's go, let's build a Giga coaster. And then the people at like the nursing home and the church, they're just like, hell yeah, let's have a bunch of screaming people right outside of our like Sunday mass. Woohoo! I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too cynical. Maybe 2021's finally getting to me in the last few days, but yeah, that's pretty much just my thoughts on all this. I know I'm like a day late, but eh. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys kind of think of all of this. I know that like most of my viewership comes from like Canada and Ohio, but I don't know, maybe there's some California stranglers in there, or just people who are interested in this discussion at least. But yeah, that's gonna be my last upload of the year, obviously. How long has it been? Like, 4 months, 5 months? New project is in the works. I will see you guys whenever that comes out.